Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Coding with Ignish. And so today, basically, we are conducting a mock interview series. As part of that, today we are conducting one mock interview, and today with us Aditya. So today we are mostly cover DSA related questions. So welcome Aditya for the mock interview.
Hello, sir.
Hi. So can you introduce yourself, Aditya, briefly?
Yes, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Aditya Kumar Dikshit. I am a recent BTech graduate from UIT CSMU Kanpur. Specialization in branch information technology. And during my college, I did two internship, and that are one is front end, and the second one is full stack, and both are paid internship. And after that, I joined one edtech company where I teach my mistake and also do the coding and developing the web application for their company.
Okay.
That's all about me.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Aditya, for that introduction. So yeah, I think as you know, right? So it's a DSA round. So
Yes,
we'll
sir.
try to cover two questions. Before that, maybe I'd like to know like what are all the DSA basically data structures and algorithms you have practiced so far?
I practice so far array, string, stack, queue, linked list, trees, and I also know the concept like to pointer, sliding window, all these things.
Okay. So so you consider yourself as a beginner or intermediate or expert? Like what you would like to call yourself?
I would consider myself as a intermediate in DSA.
Cool. So thanks for the details. So yeah, so what we'll do now is I'll share the question first. Maybe you can start sharing your screen and we'll
Okay,
go through the problem. And after that, you can explain the approach. So after that, we'll move on to implementation. So
sir.
um, let me quickly go to the problem statement. We'll start with an easy problem, as I said. So I'm just
Yes,
taking the question and I'll share it in the chat. Maybe you can take this question and yeah, so thanks for sharing your screen. So I have pasted the question. So maybe you can take this question. Yeah, maybe you can paste it in your the code editor. We will discuss the problem statement.
okay, sir. I
Yep,
will open online GDB compiler.
sure. So what programming language you want to use for coding?
So for coding, I mostly use Java, but I know Python and C also.
Okay, sure. Yeah, maybe you can paste it and you can comment that. Yeah, so that we'll go through it. So yeah, so basically the problem is related to anagrams. Okay, so you'll be given two strings S and T. So what you have to do is you have to check both are anagram of each other or not.
Yes,
So
sir.
anagram is nothing but like two words are called anagram of each other if they contain same set of characters. It's like
Okay,
in
sir.
terms of even the frequency also should be same. So like, do you know how to approach this problem or like you have any questions on this problem statement?
So, as I know, I have no concern about the problem because I clearly understand the problem that we have to find the anagram.
Yep,
If given two strings, if means S is the base string and T is the means the reference string.
correct.
Yes, sir. So we have to
So,
find that. So if as far I am thinking that to find the anagram according to the problem, sir,
mm-hmm,
I will use hash map. I have
mm-hmm,
two options. Either I will use hash map or I can use means a 26 size array where I
mm-hmm,
can store the index of each character means the count of each character, and after that I iterate to the array and easily find out and compare the character frequency. If each character frequency is matching, then
mm-hmm.
absolutely we can say that it is an anagram string.
Okay. Um, so what is the best approach among two, whatever you proposed? Which one do you think is optimized? More
Uh,
optimized.
Second one is I use hash map.
Mm-hmm. How about the first
So
one?
I
You
am
propose some array one.
yes, but I am thinking that using hash map is means more optimized
Okay.
solution.
Okay. Any idea about the complexity of the solution?
Yes, sir.
So,
if I use 26 size array, so first time I have to iterate the as string and count the means the frequency of each character. So it
yeah.
takes big of n time, and
Mm-hmm.
after again we are means comparing the character's frequency from the t character to s. So it again take big of n. So big of n plus big of n. So overall we can say that big of n complexity I need to solve this problem, and
Okay,
space complexity big of means constant space 26 size array.
cool. Cool. I think we are good. Maybe you can get started.
So can I code this first approach, or I can code the hash map approach?
I think the array is the best one, but yeah, it's up to you.
Okay,
Like if you feel it's difficult, then you can go for hash map.
okay, sir. Static boolean is anagram.
Yeah, and meanwhile, those who are watching this video, I would even recommend, guys, you also can pause this video and try to implement so that parallelly along with Aditya, you can also code it. So basically, in your first loop, you're iterating over the string character by character, and you're
Yes, sir.
storing the count.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you're planning in the
Yeah, I
second?
need sir. Yeah, I need two array,
Mm-hmm.
because if I do this, so how can I compare the frequency of the character?
Okay. So
Please
you
check
are
for
planning to use another array. Okay.
compare the frequency of each character. So simply I can say that 6.
So is it done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can run it. Let's see. So it's saying true. Okay. Can you?
I have to add some validations before checking that. Means
Yeah.
if two strings are of not same size, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, this is one thing I'd like to tell my audience also. I was expecting this in the beginning only. So whenever you guys write any code, right, be it DSA or normal programming, handle all the boundary conditions clearly. So this is one of the case Aditya considered now. Like if the length is not equal, what to do? That's one of the important case. And any other cases do you think Aditya you have to consider?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. If if user will give the input like this, means lowercase and uppercase letter, so this will fail.
Yes.
So before, if the condition is not strictly defined, so we can say we can definitely do this dot lowercase.
So this is one thing for both Aditya and our viewers. So whenever a problem is given to you, right, understand it. So here you're assuming it is, I mean, both lowercase and uppercase are equal. So it's not the case always. It's better to check with the interviewer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you have handled that. Mm, cool. So it's in the negative case, it is returning false. And so can you take same length but non-matching strings in the line number 6 as an input?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you run it? So cool. Can you briefly explain what you're doing?
Yes, sir. So if we checking the anagram,
Mm-hmm.
so clearly I find out the the problem that if there are only the equal number of characters in both the string, then only it will be anagram.
Mm-hmm.
So I applied that simple logic. Firstly, I store the frequency of each character in two array. We
Okay.
can also do one thing. We can do this in single array. Means if
Mm-hmm.
frequency we can increase, and if we find the same element in t, another string, so we can decrement the frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
wherever I find the negative number in an array, then definitely I can say that this is not an anagram.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, sir.
What is the complexity of this approach?
The complexity of this approach is big O of n plus big O of n. Big O of n plus 26 array. So we can consider it n or constant. So big O of n overall the complexity is big O of n.
Cool. Yeah. Some of the suggestions, right? One is whenever a problem is given to you, understand it by asking relevant questions. Like, for example,
Yes,
here, right? Whether strings are of same length or not. Can it contain both
uppercase and
lowercase,
lowercase.
uppercase, lowercase, case sensitivity, because case sensitivity, that's another thing. And empty checks and null checks. So what if both are empty? What if both are null? So is there any special case? Yeah, I mean, how to handle these cases and what you have to return. And so these are all the basic things you have to consider. I would say, like, if you're assuming something, discuss with the interviewer so that
Okay, sir.
interviewer and you will be in the same page. Yeah, and again, the few
So
things are
for the
some.
next time, remember these things, sir.
Sure, sure. Yeah, few things are like even the variable names, right? For example, frequency one and frequency. Uh, so that is not more meaningful. Maybe you can say first string frequency, second string frequency, something which is
Yes, sir.
relevant, so that like your code will be more readable. So yeah, those are all
Yes,
the
sir.
improvements areas for this problem. We'll move on to the next one quickly. I'll pull up a question for you. It's basically, I'm thinking to go for an extension of this one only. Let's see if I can get it quickly. Yeah. So it's related to anagrams, but a little extra difficulty. I'm just sharing the problem statement with you in the chat. Yeah, I have pinged you. Maybe you can take this and so if and paste it in your ID. Maybe you can open new session also. So you can. So basically, you will be given set of strings. So what you have to do is you have to group all the anagrams. So it's an extension as we already understood what is anagram is. So here we just have to group the anagrams and return the response. Um,
Okay,
uh,
sir.
return or you can print it. So whichever you're convenient. So yeah, this is the
So,
problem statement.
so in all the string array,
Mhm.
if all the strings are in lowercase, sir.
Yes, it's a lowercase. You can assume that. That's a good question. That's a good improvement.
Okay, sir.
So, do you have any questions on the problem statement? Are you clear on the requirement?
So I have one problem in means I have one follow-up questions in this problem.
Yeah, you can
That
ask.
to do this, then what is the output of this thing?
Yeah, you can see at the line number 63, you just have to return whatever is given. Yeah.
Yes, okay, sir.
Yes.
Got it.
Whatever is the string, you have to return that. You can assume this just one space or
Okay, sir.
and yeah, those who are watching this video, I would highly recommend pause this video and try to think about the approach and try to code it. Yeah, Aditya, do you have any approach, Aditya?
Yes, for this problem, I will use hash map, sir.
Why do you think HashMap suits for this problem? Like how it is beneficial?
It will help in grouping the anagrams together, sir.
Okay. So what is your HashMap key?
My hash map means each time if we find the same frequency characters again,
Mm-hmm.
then we count it as means against the string we can make the count increment.
So you're saying what you'll store in HashMap, like character and count? Is it your key and value in HashMap?
No, sir.
What is your key and values in HashMap then?
String and number.
String, string and number. So what that number represents, or like what it is actually? Is it a count of something, or take your time? Maybe like don't go in a hurry. Like think about a concrete
Okay, sir.
approach. HashMap can be used just as a hint.
So basically, I will do that.
Mhm.
Means if we want to find the means anagram, so firstly means take the string EAT and
Mhm.
sort it by converting it into the character array, and
Okay.
after that means the map we are means in map we are not basically storing the string and answer the count. In
Mhm.
map we take the first parameter means key is string and second one is the list of string.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
what this list of string contains?
So list of string will contain the string. Means if means the our map will not contain the key,
Okay.
and the key is the means the sorted string means EAT and EAT.
Hmm. Hmm.
Means if we sort both strings, sir, so the output will be ATE and ATE.
Okay.
So if the means we are sorting, sir, and if the string will means the, if map will not contain the key, then we will put that key, and in array list we will simply put the empty thing, sir,
Okay.
and after that we will get the key
Hmm.
and add the string against it
Okay.
against the array list.
Cool. Cool. It's like high level, it's clear. Maybe you can get started. Let's see how it goes.
After that, sir, we will check on our map.
Okay.
If map dot contains
Mm-hmm. So you're
each
basically sorting. So at line number 39, you're sorting each and every word.
map dot put
Mm-hmm.
key and new array list,
Okay.
and after that we will add map dot get key dot add add s
So
means the particular
what is your key? Is it Sorted array or non-given key, what it is actually?
Sorted array. So
Okay.
according to that, I will find out. Means otherwise there are different types of string and no one will match in our hash map, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. No, but after that, sir, we will do return new array list and map dot values.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
we have we have to import, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Dot
Okay.
this.
Yeah. Maybe you can comment the first programming call. Yeah. You can. So it should be string array, right? At line number 8.
Yes, sir. I have not given the.
Yeah. Still, it's yeah. Yeah. It's basically printing all the anagrams together, like related anagrams together. Okay.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you try the second and third example, the corner cases? Okay. That's cool. Cool. Do you think about any other inputs, possible ones which you can try out other than these three?
Yes, sir. I have one thing that if I will means add different types of listing. So what
Mm-hmm.
will the
Okay, that's a good case. Cool. I think you have pretty much covered reasonable number of cases. What is the complexity of the approach? Can you tell?
yes, sir. Sorry, sir. We go off n stick and log n. So
So you're saying
we go
n.
n
Okay.
in and in string size length we do the
Mm-hmm.
sorting. So it takes
Mm-hmm.
we go off n log n because internal sorting takes n log n time
Mm-hmm.
and it will takes means the constant time because constant
Yep.
searching will be go off one.
Cool.
So, and it is iterating n times means the string size array. So
So
if
what is the
I will
total?
comment
What is the total complexity?
go of so n square
Okay.
approx means we go of n square log n, but if
Hmm.
we'll negotiate log n, so we go
Okay.
of n.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, I mean, it's not like you can say n square because here, if you see, right,
Yes, sir.
string length, if you assume n, then I think the character length you can assume m. Basically, the number of characters within a string, you can assume like n into m log
N
n,
cross.
m log m.
Okay, sir.
You can say something around that. And
Yes, sir.
cool. I think we are almost at the end. Yeah, just for your information, this is not the fully optimized solution. Further, you can still optimize. But yeah, I
Can
think,
you give me
sorry.
some hint like?
No, maybe I think we are almost time. So maybe I'll
Okay,
just give the feedback and later we can discuss offline.
okay, sir.
So, first of all, yeah, as I said, it was definitely nice connecting with you. And you could finish one easy and one medium question on time. So that's a good part. And one thing I liked throughout the session is you have good hold on programming because you told you're just a fresher and still you have a good hold of programming because many people will struggle to code. So that's a good part about it. And
So,
even
thank you
the
for selecting me, sir. Thank you for selecting me for the mock interview. and this is the wonderful opportunity that I get for
Mm.
giving the mock interview.
Cool.
Yes, sir. With you, sir.
Yeah. It's like it's even I should thank you because you have done a good job. And so some of the improvements areas, right, as we discussed a little early, one is understand the problem by asking relevant
Okay.
questions. And next thing is handle all the relevant cases, boundary condition, edge case, and all. And
Okay, sir.
write a good quality code. So basically, your code should speak. So that's one of the thing because if you have not used proper variable names, method names, class names, and if you have not used a modularity is one of the important thing, like breaking down the whole method into smaller individual pieces,
Yes, yes.
meaningful pieces, so that like
Yes,
it is easy to understand. Since it is a small problem here, not much of modularity was possible,
yes, yes.
but
In
in
next
some cases,
time,
yeah,
sir, in next time I will not means repeat my mistakes, and
yeah.
I
I mean,
will
you have
definitely
improved,
follow.
to be frank, like from first problem to second problem. Yeah, you have improved. So yeah, these are all the important things, and run with the different test cases before showing it to the interviewer, so that like you can fix some low hanging issues or some corner case edge cases, so that your code will be more robust. And one of the important thing I observed is work on m- articulation skills. Like that's one of the important thing. Whenever be it DSA, be it system design, or when if you are presenting something in your company also, right? Uh, Explanation part also matters a lot. I mean, you explained reasonably well, but you can improve better. I mean, you can improve on it.
Okay, sir.
You have definitely you are in the right direction. Just that you have to fine tune some of the things. Instead of saying like I'll use for loop, I'll use while loop, I can say like I'll loop through a string, I'll loop through a character, I'll loop through a character array. So that's a easiest way. And for example, even I had asked question on hash map thing, right? Why you will use initially, you are not clear. So what I would advise is whenever a problem is given to you, right, take some time, construct some thoughts, basically a solution or approach, and explain it to the interviewer so that like you will have something to explain. Otherwise, you will stuck at some point. Again, you have to go back. So take few seconds or few minutes, maybe couple of minutes, 4 5 minutes, and
Yes,
come up with the approach. Yeah, these are all the areas I felt can be improved, but you have done a good job. So it was definitely nice connecting with you. And thank you so much for your time. All the best.
thank you, sir.